hope you're having a great day. It's been a long time since I've gone live. I've been traveling, but today I wanted to share something with you, a very, very powerful technique that can help you heal in your relationships, heal if you have a disease, heal if you just constantly feel low and negative about yourself all the time. You see, the word healing is misunderstood. People think that the word heal means to cure. Healing and cure is completely different. While there are many diseases that may never be cured, it doesn't mean that the patient cannot heal. By healing, it means that the patient makes certain changes in their lifestyle. They start to feel better. They at least maintain the other parts of their body and health, and they don't lose that along with the condition that they already have. Yesterday, I'm in New York City right now, and I had a lot of patients to see. Most of my patients yesterday were end-of-life patients. And as I was talking to them and spent a lot of time with them, I started to notice commonality amongst, human beings today. A lot of people are suffering. Many people are suffering. When I say suffering, I'm not just talking about disease. And when you look into the real world today, we see so much of entertainment, we see so many TV programs, there's so much of socializing, traveling, and all of that stuff. One would think that we should be a happier world, that we should be happier people. But what if we need all this entertainment and so many holidays because we're actually trying to fill voids? We are constantly unhappy, we're constantly struggling, we're constantly burning out. We're constantly looking for advice everywhere on social media. We're constantly Googling how to feel better, how not to burn out, how to reverse diabetes, how to put cancer into remission. And then it struck me, I was speaking to this 172-year-old woman. And you know what she said? She said something that played on my mind throughout the night yesterday. In fact, I felt so heavy after my meetings. I took a walk in Central Park at about late at night just to kind of unwind, be in nature, connect with the energy of the city. What she told me was, Luke, I've spent a life not listening to me. I've spent a lifetime listening to what the world has to say, to what people have to say about the right diet, about the right way to live, the right way to bring up your children, the right way to treat my husband, the right way to, find love. She's saying I've always listened to the world, and I've always been listening more and more and searching more and more. I never got my answer until I started to look within. And that's when I realized that everything I've ever been searching for is within me. Every answer, every feeling, every emotion, and including the advice, what to do at the right time, my intuition. And she told me, she said, share this with all of your patients in the future, that everyone has a gut instinct and everyone has an intuition. We've become so disconnected with ourselves that we fail to realize that our bodies are talking to us all the time. I reflected on this, and this is the technique I want to share with you today. Sometimes all we need to do, everyone's struggling to meditate, everyone wants to do 1 hour, 2 hours of meditation. That's all fine, but I want you to practice this simple technique. All you got to do is sit, close your eyes, keep your back straight, take a couple of deep breaths to center yourself. The quickest way to center yourself is a nice slow inhale, and try to make your exhale longer than your inhale. Automatically after 6 to 8 to 10 breaths, you'll find yourself centered and you'll find yourself calm. And then all I want you to do is close your eyes and say to yourself, I am listening. That's all. I am listening. And with your eyes closed, I want you now to really listen to what your heart's saying, to what your body's saying. Maybe you'll feel a pain somewhere in your legs, or it's trying to tell you, oh, there's some tightness in your muscle, or you may feel, some itchiness in your skin. Okay, you got to look at that. Listen, tell yourself, I am listening. The reason why there is so much of disconnection in the world is because we moved further away from our own spirit. When all the answers are within us, let me give you an example. Okay, you don't want to go for that party tonight. You don't want to socialize. That's coming from inside. Your body and your heart's telling you no, but yet you're doing it. So every time there's a voice telling you to do something and you're doing the opposite, you're moving further away from your own inner voice and you're weakening it. It's moving more and more into the background, and after a while you can't hear it anymore. So you start following what society tells you to do. It's simple. Every symptom in the human body is the body doing the right thing for you at the right time. You get high triglycerides on your report, your heart's trying to tell you, look after your lifestyle, change your dietary habits, sleep better. You have a headache. What's your body trying to tell you? You have a bad vibe from someone in a relationship. You're not listening to that vibe because you're blinded with fear. What if I don't get someone else? What if, no one ever loves me? But you don't listen to that voice that is guiding you and probably telling you the right thing at the right time. And when you look back in life and you see all the times you ignored that inner voice and you did the opposite, it was actually the wrong thing that you ended up doing. We can learn from that. Every mistake is a lesson. Every failure is a lesson. But when do we start to learn to close our eyes and just say, I am listening? It is incredible that your body is always telling you why you're feeling a particular way. But we feel a particular way and we want to drink, we want to smoke, we want to shop, we want to call up 10 friends. That's okay. But when are you going to step back and also get the answer from within? Why you're truly feeling sad? Is it your ego? Is it your pride? Is it your inability to move to action? Is it because you have some areas of opportunity that you're not working on, but yet you're expecting the outside answers from the world to fix you, when the perfect truth is coming from within you? So you see, we feel separated. We feel more and more separated from ourselves when we don't listen. We are all born with an intelligence within us that is constantly telling us what to do, what not to do, when to sleep, when to wake up, when to eat, when to stop eating, when to exercise, when we're overdoing it, when we're under exercising and sedentary. The body's telling you based on how you feel. And if we listen, if we really listen, we get an action plan from within us. And then all we need to do is put a little bit of self-discipline, a little bit of consistency to those action points that are coming from within you. Any relationship that you've been in that may be toxic today, not working out, oh great, ask yourself. You already know. You felt that vibe before. You felt that toxicity before, but you haven't listened. You haven't listened. You've thought that you could fix someone or someone can fix you. While companionship, while we want to depend on one another, while looking for love from other people, the want to be appreciated, the want to be acknowledged is a real human emotion. It's fine. But the problem is when we're constantly dependent on other people to fulfill us. We want to always be appreciated. We always want to be acknowledged. It's because we're not looking within. When you look within and you say, I am listening, you start to feel this deep sense of gratitude, this deep sense of appreciation for yourself. And when you connect with your spirit, you are less dependent on people around you to fulfill you. If you need someone to always make you happy, if you need someone to always make you feel good about yourself, if you need someone to always validate you, you're always going to be miserable after a while, because when people stop doing that, you spiral downwards. Some people call it depression, some people say I'm low, some people say move into victim mode. But when you look within, you start to feel the sense of self-appreciation for who you are because you're listening. So my whole point of today's video is it's a simple technique. I'm not asking you to meditate. I'm asking you to center yourself. I'm asking you to close your eyes and maybe do this before you sleep tonight. India, especially, it's going to be night soon. Close your eyes and just say, I am listening. And deeply listen. If thoughts come into your head, that's fine. I am listening again. That'll guide you back. If more thoughts come up, I am listening again. And then really listen to your body. Really listen to your heart. If something's not going well in your relationship, listen to what your heart has to say. If you have some physical ailment, listen to what your body has to say. If there are too many thoughts that are causing negativity, listen to what your mind has to say. And as you open your eyes, make a note of all of these things, because you will get your answers from within. Everything that we're looking for on the outside is already within. We know this. We just don't practice it because we don't do this one simple technique of listening, really, really deeply listening to ourselves. But the point is, we connect with the outside world. We want other people to love us when we can't love ourselves. We want other people to respect us when we don't know how to respect ourselves. So we want to nourish the entire world, but we haven't nourished ourselves. We want to fulfill the other world, the whole world, but we've not filled ourselves first. It starts with you. And when you fill yourself and you've realized this beautiful you care or this self-love, then everything coming from the outside, when you get more appreciation or more love, it's just additional to what you already feel. And that's when you feel truly happy, blissful, because your cup is overflowing. You are already self-fulfilled with your own feelings, what your heart's telling you, your mind's telling you. Sometimes your heart will tell you, change, because your behavior or what you're doing or your thought process is limiting you. It's making you sad. If you listen and you change, great, you get a positive result. But if you don't, you suffer. But those little action points are coming when you do this exercise of deep listening. And that's your exercise. Practice it and let me know how it works for you. Close your eyes, center yourself, deep breaths. I am listening. And really, really listen. Have a great day, everyone. Until next time, eat smart, move more, sleep right, breathe deep, and remember, you care is all about you.